Okay, guys. Hello, my loves, my angels. I'm doing something a little different today. So I have 3 piles. Okay, in that pile is a crystal, an energy card, what lies beneath, what's the vibe, as well as the shadow work, and then your affirmation. So what I want you to do is pick a pile. Okay, pick a pile that you believe resonates with you. Okay, and then I don't know what, because the cards are face down. I deliberately did them face down because I didn't want to know what lies in for you, because I'm going to mentally pick a pile for myself and see what resonates with me. So here you have that pile, pile 1, you have pile 2, and you have pile 3. To focus your energy, pick a pile for yourself, okay? And we're going to see. So I'm going to begin with pile 1. For those of you who resonated with pile 1, we're going to see what the message is for you. So I'm going to go ahead and remove your crystal. All right. So the energy card for you. Okay, guys. Door to personal healing and happiness. So you guys are doing some healing. This is a 34. This is a 7. So this is something that's divine for you. You've overcome some obstacles in your life. You know, you've moved past someone being deceptive or doing trickery, secrecy. You know, you're focusing more on your long-term growth. You're making better choices. You're no longer being hidden by illusions or being fooled by illusions and daydreams. You are walking in the spirit to your healing and your happiness, so you're more in tune with yourself. So a lot of you have aligned your chakras and you're doing really good with your healing, and you're gonna have success, okay? Because you're being spiritually guided to, you've elevated, you've gone through a transformation, and now you're on a higher level. So let's see what's been lying beneath with what you had to go through. Setting the record straight. Someone wants to come in and set the record straight between you guys. They felt like some of what you may believe might be untrue, and they do want to shed the light and bring some things out into the open, and maybe bring some things that was part of secrecy that you did not know about. Yeah, someone may have been involved with the police. They might be going through some conflicts or gotten in trouble with the law, okay, or they're just dealing with some legal issues right now, okay? And then someone might be doing drugs, yeah, or the police could have caught them with drugs. You know, maybe they were on drugs, and maybe they didn't want you to know what they're setting the record straight. Like maybe they were battling some addictions, and that's what led to, you know, you guys break up, or some of the choices that they made, okay? And maybe they didn't want you to know that, okay? But they could have gotten in trouble by the police. They could have been caught with drugs. They could have had a drug bust if they were selling drugs or at a drug meetup. Police could have set them up and sold them some drugs. Something with the police and doing drugs. This person might be going to jail or be in trouble with the law. Okay, they are worried though. They are worried, and they're in their emotions, like, and they feel like they're walking off the edge. They held back a lot of fear, and they fear that you're not going to forgive them and allow them to come back in their life once they set the record straight, and by telling you what all they had going on. Like, it's possible, you know, that they could have been doing drugs with another woman, hooked up with somebody that they did drugs with and got them pregnant. Okay, you could have a child by this person. They do see you as nurturing because they see you in your feminine energy. So you are a very nurturing, mothering type of person, and you did love on them, and they miss the closeness that you guys share and the intimacy you share. They also can be worried or concerned that maybe you're having a baby or hooking up with somebody else. You've moved on, okay, in your relationship, and maybe they see you're sharing that love, that intimacy with them, and you could possibly be having a child with someone else. Okay, so they are trying to have the courage to come in and speak with you, be vulnerable with you, face their fears, and tell you how they really feel, tell you some things that they never shared with you before. Okay, but it's gonna take a lot for them to be vulnerable, because maybe they were hurt in the past and afraid of being vulnerable. And then they're just trying to find balance in their life, okay? They're trying to balance out their emotions to be able to come in with you, to balance their dark side and their light side, okay? To come into balance and alignment with the divine, their spirituality, okay? Their negatives and their positives, kind of put them together to balance them to be one, to be whole, okay? And your affirmation, if you chose pile number 1, is people can't drive you crazy if you don't give them the keys. So, okay, like remember, you be in control of your own emotions. You have the power to control how you feel and how you deal with situations. And don't let someone else drive you crazy or try to control you. They're your emotions, they are yours. Okay, take back your power, okay? So, my loves, that's what your story is if you choose pile 1. Okay, so let's take a look at pile 2 and let's discover what the energy is for that. So let's remove this crystal. Okay, so the energy card for that is blossoming abundance. So you guys are really walking into some abundance right now. You're at peace. You balance your emotions. You've healed. You've come a long way. Some of you are seeing more love, having more love come in. More people are being attracted to the light that you have going on. You're having material abundance, as well as just more friends. You're being vibrating. So if you were going through a hermit stage, you're now out of that hermit stage. You're getting out, you're enjoying people, you're interacting, you're engaging more in nature. Some of you could be hunting, camping, fishing, swimming, just relaxing by water. So we have water in here. So water means a lot to you. So a lot of you might be finding peace by interacting in water activities or doing things that consist in water. Okay, even if you're just laying out and tanning by the water. So let's see what's going on with your person. Oh, if you chose pile 2, your person was sleeping around. They were hook up. They were acting out in their sexual, lustful ways, meeting up with people and engaging in third-party activities. That couldn't have led to a divorce. If you were married to this person, you find out that they were sleeping around. It caused you guys to separate from them, get a divorce from them, or either seeking and getting a divorce. Okay, but it did cause to the breakup between you guys because they were being lustful. Yeah, you caught them cheating, or or your intuition told you they were cheating, or you found some red lipstick stains on them. Okay, that let you know that they were seeing something, or a third party could have even contacted you and told you something. Okay, so let's see what the vibe is. Yeah, this person, you were a mentor to that person. They really found you as being nurturing. They see you as having a lot of wisdom. They see you giving back to the community. So some of you may be volunteering, doing foster parenting, going to hospitals, just volunteering your time, your energy, or even giving donations and giving money to someone, okay, to help with maybe some children, Boy Scout, Girl Scouts, or just programs that they have, or some of you might just be working with children. Okay, in here we do have toxic. Yeah, you were nurturing. This person was toxic. That's really like a polar opposite of you. It makes me think about a twin flame a little bit, like duality. But this person just brought a lot of drama into your life. There were a lot of arguments. You guys found like you were incompatible. It may have started off as a nurturing relationship, a giving, kind relationship, but then this person got involved with these third parties and they started picking up that negative energy, those entities from being involved with so many people, and this person could have just turned on you, just flipped, and just became toxic out of nowhere, and you just left you wondering like, what the hell is going on? Like, this person's trying to break the chains. They have some self-limiting beliefs that they're trying to break from their past. They're trying to get rid of. Could be people, could be mindset, could just be their way of thinking, wanting to look at things from a second perspective and work on issues in the relationship. Yeah, but this person now, you have sacred boundaries. Like, you're doing a lot of self-care with yourself, okay? You're focused on yourself. You're setting boundaries with people. You're not allowing them to walk past that, to interfere with you and what you have going on your healing stage. And let's see what the affirmation is if you chose pile 2. It says, I forgive myself for having a bad day. Yeah, even with these boundaries, sometimes, it could put you in your feelings. If you have a bad day, you start feeling bad because you feel like you had to put boundaries with people and put them in their place. So just forgive yourself. Like, if it's all a part, if you're doing it in a healthy way, setting your boundaries. People might not allow them, like them, because it's a different move. You're moving different than what you did in the past. You're not allowing them to get away with the things they did before. So they may have like some pushback at the fact that you're putting a boundary. Say you change, you're different, something going on with you. But just brush it off and just know, like, just forgive yourself. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say no to people. Okay. So for those who choose pile 3, let's take a look at what the energy is for you. So let me just remove my crystal, and we're going to go here on the energy. So okay, so we do have women holding a coin. So okay, let's look at the fact that this is a number 42. So 42 is connection to or conflict with man and divine. So you could have been involved with someone, or you yourself could be having conflict with your connection with your spirituality, getting one with God, with that relationship. Like, you could be leaning towards it, becoming more spiritual, but you just feel like you just have some questions about it, and you, or the person you're dealing with could be wanting to be spiritual. They're getting, information, researching, looking into it, but they're just not connecting. They're just not in full alignment, or you might not be in full alignment. There still might be some things about you that you need to heal. Okay, but there is somebody that's going to come into your life, a spiritual person that's going to help you on your path, your journey. This person may be helpful in with you with building finances. They may give you information, financial advice, okay, or they may tell you something about savings, investments, and things like that. They could want to partner up with you as far as starting a business. So somebody might come in that has money to match your money and help you to increase your funds, your money, and have a lot of information as far as starting a career, being a career, or play a role in you starting something, a successful career. Okay, so let's look at, let me switch hands here. We're going to look at like what lie beneath with your connection. Yeah, somebody knew they really, you see it. I don't need to say it, that they know they did. They effed up with you, and they're in their feelings about it. They're like, they may not be telling you, they might be keeping it to themselves, and they might not tell you how they feel right now, but they know that they did the ultimate. They did too much. They went too far. Yeah, they hung out with their fake friends. They let the fake friends cause them to lose this relationship, and now they're finding that out, and that's what's making them realize that they effed up, because these friends were in their ears. They were partying with these friends, possibly doing third-party hooks up, dating with these two men. It could also be that somebody was in a same-sex relationship, okay, and you find out about it, but they let these people get in their ears and lead them astray, and it caused them to miss out on a relationship with you, okay. And see, now we have outdated, expired discussions, old news, discarded. So now they want to kick these friends to the curb because they realize this person told lies. Their friends is, they had outdated way of thinking. This people probably told them, don't hook up with her, don't hook up with the collective, him, her, whoever you are as a collective. Like, they probably tried to tell them like you were no good for them, you were gonna use them, or you were trying to change them, or whatever they were telling them, like, okay. But what they told them, or they maybe told them something about you and your past that you're no longer like, or something you no longer do with this outdated news out here. Maybe something from your past, or maybe somebody, they had a friend, a mutual friend of yours that knew you from the past that you probably no longer talk to, and gave them some wrong information about you, and it caused them to walk away from you or pull away from you in some way, okay? So let's see, this person was actually acting out of their masculine energy, so they're very, very, very egotistic and arrogant. This is somebody who was in their sexuality, really was a lustful person, okay? But it's somebody of authority figure, somebody who's very disciplined, okay? Somebody who you could have had a child with, because they are father figure. So somebody you could have had a child with, maybe somebody that had a tattoo, okay? But now this person, like, they ghosted you, okay? And now you're ghosting them. There's distance between you guys, and they don't like it. They, some of you might be, again, getting for a divorce. If you resonated with one of my other piles, we did have like we had divorce. If you resonate with pile 2, it was divorce out there, okay? So some of you might resonate with more than one pile, but this person feels like you're ghosting them, you separated from them, you probably blocked their calls, you blocked your energy, and they have no way of contacting you or getting in touch with you, okay? And they don't like that. So they're trying to make some positive changes in their life. They're trying to ascend and evolve to raise their vibration to meet yours. Okay, they want to transform their pain into strength and make a positive change so that they can be able to come back towards you. Yeah, because they're a wounded healer. Okay, this person it's been hurt in the past and they're trying to heal that, and they feel like, you know, you guys met for a reason. They feel like it's a purpose for you guys to be together, and they feel like once they do this positive change that maybe they can come in and you guys can heal this relationship. Okay, and they're hoping that you have empathy for them, that you forgive them and you're willing to accept them. Okay, so let's see what your affirmation is for that pile. If you chose pile 3, good things are going to happen. So yes, good things are 1505 when I say that. Good things are really going to happen for you, and it's a possibility, like if you're willing to accept this person back in your life after they've healed and they've raised their vibration and come back to you, like good things will happen for you guys too as a couple. Okay, they just had to go through this this turmoil and learn their lesson. Okay, so again, we have pile 1, we have pile 2, and we have pile 3. So this is something different that I'm trying with you guys. So if you guys did like what I did today, shoot me a little message in the comments and let me know, and we'll continue to do this. Maybe we'll just pick a date and then we'll do this on a specific day. Okay, I hope that I resonated with you guys, whatever pile you chose. Thank you for coming on my channel today, and until our next reading, bye.